Oh man, where do they find these movies? The film begins in an operating room at a hospital. A doctor is unable to save the patient, so his son steps in and tries a new technique that revives the man. And immediately after, they have a whole conversation about playing God and the fact the son has stolen body parts for his research and experiments. Now, the operation at the beginning and the conversation went on for what seemed like a lifetime, and it was boring as hell. I'd only been watching for 10 minutes at this point, and I'd already got bored, turned the film off and downloaded a phone app to teach myself Roman numerals, which was instantly more fulfilling. Oh good, I thought, an excuse to stop watching this boring piece of shit. And as a general rule of mine, films that don't hold my interest bore me to death or are just generally shit and not looking at a good write-up. I mean, when I watched Attack of the Giant Leeches, I had to take an intermission that was 3 days long. Nothing relevant in this movie gets explained. Either that or I just got so fucking bored that I stopped caring.
Aw, what about it?
Alright.
So the young doctor and his fiancée, girlfriend, oh who cares, drive up to his country home, but before they can get there, they have a crash.
I've got to hurry.
The build-up to the crash shows him putting his foot down and the music tries to make it tense, and it just fails miserably because you can't hear it over the screeching tyres. That's so pathetic. Atom Age Vampire had a better crash than that.
She then crashes off the road. Just look at this. Oh man, screw you, Bruce Willis. Die Hard, eat your heart out.
And why is he miraculously thrown free of the car and unharmed while the woman dies in a burning wreckage? You see, this film teaches us that if you're a complete arsehole like this guy, and you don't wear a seatbelt, you're guaranteed to survive. Whereas, if you're a good, kind person who wears their seatbelt, you're more likely to die. And get decapitated in the car. Because he just walks over and picks up her head with ease. Hey, it's a film, right? It must be accurate. Of course it bloody well isn't. Anyway, yada yada yada. I'll save you the torture and make this as quick as I can. He saved the head and managed to keep her alive. He then goes to what looks like a strip joint to find a new body for his girlfriend's head. Oh, and she keeps complaining that she wants to die. Oh yeah, and there's some gimp with a messed up hand who is the doctor's assistant. But ignore him because he's not important.
Yes. Experimenting with transplants on that. And on me.
The gimp and the head talk crap about the doctor's experiments. Now, if you care at all about his made-up research into transplants and stuff, then make sure you listen to their conversation, because otherwise you're completely clueless. Oh, and she can communicate with a monster locked in the cupboard that we never see.
Instead of strength.
Oh yeah, and then the gimp gets killed. The doc goes to a random swimsuit contest and then visits an old school friend who he thinks has the best body to nick for his girlfriend. So he drugs her and is about to start the operation. Oh man, she's so annoying by this point. Thank the stars he sellotaped her mouth shut. The monster in the cupboard breaks out, and he looks like shit. He bites the doc and he dies. The monster then saves the day, and the doc and the head presumably die in the fire. The end. Also, the credits call the film The Head That Wouldn't Die, but at the start it says The Brain That Wouldn't Die. Whatever. 2 out of 10.